afternoon and good morning everyone, and welcome to our 5th Diamond Club webinar for 2016 and a very happy new year. There's a lot in store for 2016, so I hope everyone is feeling refreshed, pumped and ready to go for what is going to be an incredible Diamond Club. What we're going to go through today is very much about mentoring and team support and getting excited and how to involve other members of your team and wellness advocates to join you on this journey to get things going. We're literally starting in about 4 weeks now, so the journey has begun. So we'll be covering the mentoring and team support, how to get your team excited about Diamond Club, how to involve your team. The application deadline has actually been extended, so for those of you that weren't able to get them in, I guess, by yesterday, we are basically saying that you have another chance to do that. So yesterday everything was due. We were saying that they closed, but on the 15th of the month is when everybody does get paid as a Premier, which is what you need to be able to qualify. We've also got an amazing guest speaker, that will be Jade Golden, and so she'll have a few important things to say to us along the way. What we're also going to be covering in particular is the mentoring side of things. So it's about letting your team know how you participating in Diamond Club will positively affect your team. So when I say that, it means when other people know what you're doing and you're getting excited about it and you're seeing the impact that it's having not only on your volume and your team and your structure, but on others, and others are able to kind of see that reflection as well, then they will automatically get pumped, they will automatically get excited, and they'll see the positive effects on their team. It also means that when you do communicate with them, so say for example you're already having conversations with your host or with other members, then you are able to, I guess, discuss where your vision is or what you're aiming to do and help them understand the vision and purpose of your why. By doing that, you're sharing, you're involving them and you're sharing things with them, and it kind of gets everybody involved along the same way. When it comes to mentoring, I guess, as well, I'd just like to point out that mentoring happens when you meet people at their level. So when you're not only sharing the journey with them, but you're experiencing things, you're hosting those events with them, you're helping them kind of reach their goals, but also understanding that you're all out there and connecting with people that haven't necessarily been introduced or exposed to doTERRA before. So you are holding events where new people can come along and be a part of that and sign up if they want to and get involved with those enrollments. And yeah, helping other people understanding the vision of doTERRA as well is a big thing. It's about the vision of the executives, and when they originally created or started doTERRA, their vision and their purpose was to empower others. So to empower others by providing them with the tools that they could grow and teach and learn and develop at with their own strengths as well. So whatever you're doing out there in terms of mentoring and team support, it does have that flow-on effect. There's people that are currently signed up that will be affected. There's those people that you will be enrolling that will be affected. And obviously we're wanting as many people as possible to have experience and exposure with the oils and understand, I guess, what it can do for people's lives, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, obviously. So when it comes to getting your team excited about Diamond Club, we want them to know and we want you to know that we're there to help them have events, and everyone will be benefiting from the enrollment. So like we keep saying, there's promotions. If you enroll someone with a certain amount of PV, 1 to 200 PV, then they'll get an oil, you'll get an oil, or they'll get an oil basically. And if you, I guess, strengthen that PV volume, then there will be other benefits in terms of another oil. So let people know how excited you are, because excitement itself, it spreads rapidly and it is contagious. And even though we have normal promotions on and freebies along the way, by having them on during Diamond Club, it's going to enhance that, I guess, excitement. And we want everyone to kind of know that when they're in this club, when they're in this Diamond Club and part of the program, everyone's on the same level and kind of experiencing the same things. I guess that's where our Facebook page becomes really important as well, because you can all link in and share your stories there as well and get excited and put, I guess, notices up on how well you're doing and put photos up on what's been working and what's not been working. Again, sharing your experiences so that everybody can kind of take advantage of it as well. And that is about not only getting you excited, your team excited, but those new people excited as well, because we obviously want them to grow and come on board and be nurtured in the right way. Yeah. So we've got some tips on how to involve your team. I am going to introduce you again to Logan. Now, there was a bit of a hiccup in terms of Logan coming over here. He was meant to start on Monday, but at the moment he'll be working the same hours as our member services, which means he will be working during the day in Australian time, but he'll be working from the US until we can finalise a few more things and get him over here ASAP. So Logan, once again, chatting to you from across the ocean, but really glad that you're still here with us. So I'd just like to obviously welcome you again and listening on what you have to say about getting teams excited for Diamond Club.
All right, thank you so much, Beck. And I'm glad to be back here with you guys on another Diamond Club webinar to help you get excited and get started for this year's Diamond Club. Like Beck said, there was a little bit of a hiccup, but hopefully I can be down in Australia as soon as possible, working with you guys face-to-face as well. So I'm going to kind of go over a little bit of information on how to involve your team here in Diamond Club and get things rolling that way, because once you involve your team, that's when the real success comes here in Diamond Club. It's a full team effort. You can really succeed and see the growth really multiply. So you're going to want to keep in close contact with them. You're really going to create really good relationships and really become a family with your team and contacting them continuously throughout Diamond Club to see how they're doing, to see how you're doing with your goals and your aspirations in reaching the requirements and your monthly and weekly goals, even daily goals that you have for Diamond Club and your team throughout doTERRA. So you're going to be talking about how they're going to be such a huge help for you to succeed in Diamond Club. It's not just you as a Diamond Club member and participant that is going to see the success and or are going to do all the work. A lot of it's going to be coming from your team, helping you place or have meetings and helping you enroll their new enrollees and counting them as Diamond Clubs as you participate and help them in those meetings. So as you use your team and develop these relationships, you're going to use them to help train their team to be, and you're going to help them as leaders to be successful team builders and trainers, and then they'll be able to do that for them and their builders and so on. It might be a little tough if you have some newer people or newer builders on your team but are super excited. They might be a little nervous in holding meetings, but you might have to hold those yourself and kind of show them how it's done at the beginning of Diamond Club or as they're growing here within doTERRA. But as they feel more comfortable, they're going to be holding the meetings, they're going to be setting them up, and you're just going to be there as a little participant helping them out and letting them know that they're doing great, and then they're getting the enrollments and you're helping them get those enrollments as Diamond Club enrollments, signing up through the portal and everything. So it's all going to be real amazing once you see that happen and you keep that team close and involve them. You're going to see a lot of success that way. So I have a little bit more about this. You're going to help them plan the events, kind of like what I was saying before. They're going to plan the events, you're going to be planning events. It's really a team process and helping each other grow their teams, and then you're counting them also as Diamond Club enrollments as you help them and participate. So a lot of this is help that they're going to be giving you is inviting people to those meetings. so that you can have as many opportunities to enroll people as possible. The more people you get to a meeting, obviously the more opportunity you're going to have to enroll those members and get them excited about our product and how life-changing it is. And one of the most important things is follow-up. You want to have your leaders help you follow up with those that have attended the meetings and who haven't quite enrolled yet. Remember, there's only a 3-day period after those meetings where you can enroll them and count it as a Diamond Club enrollment through the portal. Once again, you can always have a personal meeting with them later or have them attend a different Diamond Club approved meeting and enroll them then, but the follow-up is key to success so that they know that you're there for them and want to help them learn more and to know about doTERRA as a business and using doTERRA in their lives, and they're going to see how persistent and how much you're willing to help them, and they're going to want to be able to do that themselves. And obviously your team and your builders are going to be examples for the rest of their team and the new members especially by having a loyalty rewards order processed monthly on the loyalty rewards program, and by holding the meetings, they're going to see the lower people on their teams are going to see how much success they're having by holding meetings, and they're going to be wanting to be involved with that and learn as well. And that's where kind of that training and holding meetings comes into play with those other members lower on your downlines. So as Beck has mentioned previously, we are going to go ahead and extend that application deadline to the 15th of January. A lot of people were busy over the holidays or haven't yet decided if they're going to apply for Diamond Club, or they're still trying to get all the information down for their application. So continue applying. We welcome all applications. We're obviously going to go through those and look at them, and hopefully everyone that applies will be able to participate and qualify, and we're really willing to help you to do all that you can and all that we can to see success this year in Diamond Club. So keep those applications coming in and invite others to join and participate as well.
Thanks, Logan. So yeah, I think it's really important for those people that are still maybe questioning whether they should apply or not apply. What it comes down to is we want those application forms in, whether you think that you may have missed out on a little bit of this and a little bit of that, it's okay. We just ask that you send them through and we can assess the situation once we get the paperwork in. Just note on the email, on that content there, that may be considered an exception, or if there is any special criteria that helps or assists that, then we would want to know about that through that application process. So we've had a lot of applications so far. It's, you know, been streaming in obviously yesterday and over the weekend and stuff, but if there's anyone else on your team that you're feeling like was in that category of missing out or has been away or celebrating, then maybe get in touch with them as well and make sure that they are on the right page in terms of how to fill out the form. We had the webinar last week which really went into detail on what areas need to be completed on that form. So it is found on the website if you need that again. If not, send it through to our Diamond Club AU at doterra.com email address, and we can start sifting through them ASAP. Now the reason that we have the deadlines, or we say that it closes in January, is because we start the actual Diamond Club in February. January, however, is a really important month to start planning. And when we talk about having those applications in at the very beginning of the month, it means that we also have those few weeks or 4 weeks to be able to work with you and plan your events. Planning your events is essential. It's a key to your success, because right now you've got a few hosts in mind. And we really want to start identifying with those hosts, so those people that you will be holding events with, where they're sitting. Have you planned all of your events? And, you know, I'm going to introduce you to an amazing diamond that we have with us in Australia. Her name is Jade Bolden. And Jade has done Diamond Club. She came in the top 20 last year for Diamond Club 2015. And I think she is a real asset in terms of the support and the mentoring that she gives her team. But when it comes to planning, and planning ahead and connecting with your host. She has some great advice, and I know stuff that she's done with her team in terms of being able to enhance this journey and kind of carry it through the whole year. Has really made an impact on everything. So I'm going to pass you over and just ask I guess Jade a few questions and have a little bit of a discussion on what her thoughts are in terms of the planning stage, the host stage, the applications, and the mentoring and support. So Jade, are you there right now?
Yes, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm getting a lot of
echo. Are you there now?
Yeah.
Yep, I am.
Yep, I am. Maybe if I do this.
I'm hearing everything twice. Have you got the phone and the computer connected? Did you just want to make sure we've got one form of communication? Yeah, I'm just going
to, there, I hung up on the phone. Can you hear me now?
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you great now. I'm not hearing you 3 or 4 times, just the one.
Okay, perfect. That sounded funny. Well, thank you for this opportunity, Beck. It's just
very
awesome.
welcome.
And welcome. Yeah, and welcome, Logan, to Australia, and it's going to be fun having you here. It's going to be different, and I hope you enjoy us. So.
Oh, sorry, I muted Logan, so he didn't have a chance to respond then. Sorry about that. But I'm sure that he's grateful. So I guess what we wanted to discuss today was everything, that you've basically done throughout Diamond Club in terms of the planning, and why the planning stage as well is so important at this time of year in January now, or what you did for planning that really worked.
Yep, okay, I just got a few things I want to share today, not very much, but I just want to, on behalf of all the wellness advocates, if I can, I just want to thank you, Logan and Beck, first for your love and support for us. This is really awesome. I mean, I don't know what company would pay you and to build your own business and to have some wonderful people to support us. This is wonderful. And I hope everybody in Diamond Club, or the people that are thinking about applying to Diamond Club, realize this. And so it's just such a fantastic opportunity for you to build yourself and your business. So
thank you, Jade. That's so lovely. And I'd just like to say there, it's a pleasure working with all of you as wellness advocates as well. So that's what makes our lives enriched to a certain degree. Yeah. So thank you. Really nice.
Yeah, it's just so wonderful. So I just want you to realize that Diamond Club, it's a wonderful opportunity, and if you even are thinking about it, you should just do it anyways. It's an opportunity for you to challenge yourself and learn things that you otherwise wouldn't learn. And you may not notice all the amazing, tremendous growth in your business and in yourself until you've put 100% in, until you've reached the end and you look back and you think, oh wow, I really have grown. I'm so glad I did it. When you're in the middle of it, you may not see it, but I would recommend that you just apply anyways, and you'll feel a great sense of accomplishment. I promise you that. Alrighty, so January is the time to plan. And I just have 3 ideas that I want to throw out there for you to take with you. So the first one is to write down all your plans. And all the things that Logan has talked about, it's awesome. You just have to sit down, spend some time, and just make the magic happen. And it happens when you're writing it down. So get it out of your head. So that's one benefit of writing down. And the other thing is you can see things clearly. You can see it, your brain works with pictures, and so you can see how and where you're going to go, what you're going to do, how you're going to travel, and just have a big vision and picture of what the next 4 months going to look like. For me, I actually planned the whole year. Kind of die hard, I think, but if you think, oh, that's too much, just start with the 4 months. But you know that after Diamond Club, there's still more. There's still lots of things that you need to do. You still have to do the follow-up. You still have to, get your team together and continue that momentum. And Diamond Club is just a vehicle to kind of throw you in there and get you all excited and just, I don't know, ramp up that motor and make it, fire it. and just throw you in there. So you want to keep that momentum going after Diamond Club as well. So think about a plan, what you want to do. You'll be just starting with a plan, and that plan won't be the plan for the whole time. You will review it, and you will change it and refine it, but you have to start with something, right? So sit down and just plan out what you want to do. So then you're less anxious and you're less worried about, oh, I don't know if I can do this. You look at it and you think, you know what, it can happen, and just leave it at that. Okay? Any questions, Beck?
Oh no, that sounds great. I think you hit the nail on the head when you said get it out of your head as well. Like, you know, by releasing it all and having it all written down, it can avoid that any kind of confusion. And it's really rewarding to kind of have everything planned and see what you can achieve over the next few weeks in particular, and actually take the time out to start, you know, start figuring out what you want in terms of not just the goals, but where you want your events, and really identify how those events are going to benefit you, and really those legs, looking at those legs that you kind of listed as your qualifying legs, and figuring out how you can make things work. When things done in advance, and you can also advertise in advance as well, so you can let other people know that you're holding events during that time as well.
Yep, that's the second point that I want to make too. So, you know, you've planned things, you have a notebook and you have a spreadsheet and all these things that you want to happen, and you've written it down. So the second thing you do is you set up your support group. So you organize your support group. So we have friends and we have families and we have things that we have to do in our homes and our family, and just let everyone know. Just tell everyone, I'm doing this competition, you know, it's called Diamond Club, and just share with them the clear expectations. I will be gone this day, and I'll be doing this, I'll be here, and I'll be there. And, you know, just sharing that and communicating that with people so that everybody knows what you're doing. And you'll find that a lot of people want to get in there and help you and support you. Like, oh, yeah, you know, we'll host classes. And so, like, my sister-in-law, she's, you know, very not holistically, you know, healthy, and she's all, hey, do you want me to sign up? You know, she was all excited. She wants to just do it anyway, just to help me, and she doesn't even know what to do with the oils. So that's another thing you do. You just share with everybody, let everyone know what you're doing, communicate with your spouse especially, or your significant other, because they're going to be your biggest cheerleader, of course, and you don't want them to be grudgingly, you know, feeling just neglected by you when you're gone. You just want them to be like cheering you on. So share with them your doTERRA calendar. Oh, this is what I'm going to do. This is where I'm going to be in this week and on this date. And I tell my children as well. I have 4 kids, and I let them know where mum is going, what mummy is doing, and, you know, they were so excited. We had little charts, and, you know, so that if I were to enroll people, I'll text home and they'll put another sticker on that chart just to help them feel like they're involved and they're part of this journey with me. And then you don't feel so bad being away, because we're all in this together. So that's what I mean when I'm talking about setting up your support group. And you know what? We had a lot of fun you know, doing this together. And you can also schedule fun things to do when you get home from your different trips as well. So you're breaking it up so that it's you know, doable and it's digestible. Okay. So is that all right? Beck, you think anything else I have to add to that?
I think it's really cool about involving the family and getting them involved with the charts and stuff as well, because they are involved, and the more people the better, to create that momentum and that energy and, you know, that thriving kind of lifestyle. Yeah, you need everyone on board with that.
Oh yeah, it's so much fun, because my mum was like, oh, I'll babysit this day and I'll do this, and I had friends that pick up my old kids on the dates and the days that my husband can't do it, and so the whole community was in there. They all know what I was doing. So, you know, I just felt like, oh, you know, everyone's behind me, you know, and so that helps you, you know, alleviate any of your anxiety and just, you know, throw you in there.
Yeah, okay. Definitely.
So the third thing is just to trust yourself and trust the universe. We all have gifts and talents, and, you know, you start off with feeling anxious and just worried, and like I said, if you can write it all down, you know, let it all out, and you'll be great. And just write down your concerns also, and then and all of your self-doubts and all of your worries, and you help yourself and help find someone to help you resolve all those concerns. I don't know who's going to pick my kids up, or I don't know about this, I don't know if I can, and then write it all out and resolve it. So you just sit there and just resolve it, write it down, plan it, and then let it go. Okay, you get to a point where you've done all that you can and let it go. And you just go out there and just trust. And I felt that. And sometimes your classes might not work out the way you want to, but that one person that came to your class wanted to host another class with their family, and suddenly you have, 11 enrollments on this side where you didn't plan it, but it worked out just fine because you were there in town anyways. And, so just trust that things will work out, things will fall into place. All right? And just be grateful for all the little successes that you have. You will have successes. And if you keep looking for those successes, more success will be attracted to you, and you'll just feel so happy, and you're just filled with success. And it may not be the same as other people. So I think one thing that I would advise people is to just beat your personal best and not compare with other people. I mean, some people might be enrolling, just a ton of people every day, and here you are, just a couple of people every time you teach a class. That's okay, but you're better than you were, last year at this time, because you weren't even sure if you wanted to do doTERRA. So, that's what I think I want to share with you today. So just to review, the first thing is to write everything down, get it out of your head, put it on paper. The second is to set up your support group, prep your cheerleaders, woo! And then the third is just to trust yourself, trust in the universe, so that your positivity will just outweigh everything, and then there's no room in there for doubt at all, okay? And just remember to have fun as you go. It really is fun. I love the companionship of everybody that I was with and I worked with. We're working together. This Diamond Club is for them. It's for your team. It's not just for you. So they can use this opportunity as well to build their organization. And one last thing, you are all champions. If you have embarked on this challenge, you are champions, because it is kind of scary because you don't know what you're going to do and what's going to happen. But I can tell you now that it's going to be very rewarding if you just put 100% in and just do your very best. And that's all you can expect, right? So that's all from me, Beck. Hope that's clear.
Jade, that was very clear, very loud and clear, and really hit the nail on the head in terms of all of those points, and really, really clarified pretty much everything that's involved with this stage. And I just think that was really beautiful. Thank you so much for being a guest speaker, Dave. It was useful information, and I'm sure that everybody has now taken a lot out of that. And I like, all of those points you made, and being grateful for the little successes, and not comparing. It's about also having fun and getting people involved, and having cheerleaders, and that cleansing and growing process at the same time along the way is really important. So thank you so much for taking the time to share everything with us.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, thank you so much, Jade, for everything you said. Sorry I cut you off there, Beck.
Thank you very much.
Back to you, but all good.
That was amazing. I just like Beck said, I love everything that you had to deliver to us today. It was really just what we all needed to hear, to understand, and to go with what we have said today to complement it. We really thank you for being an example to everybody here in Diamond Club and doTERRA, and to let us know that it is possible to set and reach really high goals, and have those really great expectations of ourselves and those around us, and to involve everybody, and to make not only those that you work with part of your team, but all of your community and friends and family, to bring it all together. And thank you so much for that. So just want to remind everybody about the resources. You have obviously our account managers, Beck, and her crew, and then me through the Diamond Club email, diamondclubau@doterra.com, and obviously the resources on our website for any of the qualifications or things that you want to look up there. Or if you do look up there and you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and email us, and we'll take care of that. Just want to invite everyone to come back and listen in next week, and invite others to do so as well for next week's webinar. around this Tuesday on the same time, so at 1 p.m. And hopefully you all keep applying and preparing for this great year of Diamond Club here in 2016. Really excited for everybody and can't wait to work with you all.
Thanks everyone for being a part of this call. We will be in touch with you again very soon next week. Bye for now.